Yesterday, we got a leak of the new Ray-Ban and Meta full lineup. So that includes two new models, which is the Oakley Sphaera, which is a more action sports glass with a center camera here instead of the side camera on the Ray-Ban Metas. And then we also got a teaser for the Meta Ray-Ban displays, which is something that comes from the Project Orion, which was hinted at being potentially end of this year, early next year, but it does seem like it's going to be this year at tomorrow's launch event. So here's the inside scoop of everything we know about these. Now, starting with the Meta Ray-Ban displays, we know that these will have a monocular HUD, which is a heads-up display, and it will be color. And then there will also be the SEMG band that is the controller for some of the gestures on it. And so that HUD will give you very visual and contextual cues of things like maps, maybe translation, and relevant information about key points of interest, stuff like that. But this has always been the logical progression between the Meta Quest 3s and the Ray-Ban Metas here. One thing that is to be determined is how the lenses will be on it. Because there is a HUD in there, it is a little bit harder to do things like tints on it. So these are the transition lenses, which are normal inside, but then they get darker when you go outside. From the teasers, it looks like they might have a slight tint on them, but nothing too crazy. Like they're not going to be like sunglass grade. So maybe like a mild tint on these Wayfarers, but it's probably not going to be something super tinted. So basically what that brings to the lineup is there will be the Ray-Ban Metas, the headliners, the Wayfarers, all these, which are around the $300 price point. So they're more entry line and the mainstream models. And then we have the Oakley Meta HSTNs, which are a newer release launched a couple months ago. And those have slightly better video quality and a longer battery life. And then the new Oakley Sphaeras, they have much more protection around the eyes and they have that center camera. So I don't know, I would expect these to be around maybe the $500 price point. Earlier this year at CES, I was able to talk to Ricardo Gaibor, who works at EssilorLuxottica, which is the parent company of Ray-Ban, and he hinted a lot of these things to me. When I asked about center cameras, he mentioned they were working on something, and so the Sphaera is likely what it was. And so I think these will be really good for action sports, biking, things like that, skiing, and snowboarding, for example. But then we have the Ray-Ban Meta displays, which are likely going to hit the $800 price point because of the technology in them, and then they also have that SEMG wristband, which is an added cost to the device. One other thing I found was interesting was that apparently Meta has paid $3 billion for stake in EssilorLuxottica, and so that comes out to about a 3% ownership. It's likely this could increase over time to maybe around the 5% mark. It should give them a lot more choice in which sorts of models they should be able to integrate the tech into for the video recording and whatnot in the Ray-Ban lineup. I think having the Ray-Ban brand name is very big for the new Meta Ray-Ban displays. That gives them a little bit more believability in the glasses world. And I think that will give them a little bit of edge in terms of other smart glasses we are starting to see, like the Rokid glasses that have integrated HUDs as well. Anyways, we'll know more tomorrow at the event, which is, I believe, at 5 p.m. Pacific time. But if you want to see the AI updates I covered here, you can see that. Or if you want to see some of the changes for this year that I talked to Ricardo at CES about, you can check that out here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.